It is no surprise that people absolutely love classic World of Warcraft. People have been asking for the release of classic servers since the release of original TBC. It wasn't until the server Nostalrius got shut down and Blizzard received a giant frickin' backlash that they finally got the message. People love classic World of Warcraft. So in 2019, Blizzard released classic World of Warcraft again to tremendous success. And Classic WoW's popularity has only grown over the years with the release of TBC, Wrath of the Lich King, and even the newest addition to Classic World of Warcraft, Hardcore. But there's one thing, my friends, one thing that people have always wanted when it comes to Classic WoW, and that's Classic Plus. And you know what? At this recent BlizzCon, we finally got the announcement that Classic Plus is on the way. And we're gonna go over it now. I'm gonna share my thoughts on it. You're gonna share your thoughts on it, hopefully down in the comment section below. Let's just geek out about the future of classic World of Warcraft. Before we dive in though, do have to thank this channel's sponsor, Zygor. If you wanna check out World of Warcraft's ultimate add-on, it is linked down below in the description. It is the perfect add-on for getting more gold, leveling up ults, getting achievements, mounts, you name it, it's Zygor. Use code NIXIUM for 20% off. Let me explain something. Ever since the release of TBC all those years ago, there's a lot of people that felt that the game was going in the wrong direction. Rather than having the game operate in the way that we're familiar with, where it's sort of like we're on a continent or a set of islands or something, a new expansion releases and it kind of takes us to a new area, a new set of zones. People have always criticized Blizzard, even from all those years ago, saying that that was the wrong approach to World of Warcraft. Instead of giving us TBC, what people wanted was Kalimdor and the Eastern Kingdoms to be expanded upon. Add more quests to the game, finish zones that weren't completed like Silithus and Ajara, new battlegrounds, new systems, new item sets to find while leveling up other than the Scarlet Monastery set. Even all those years ago, people were asking for what we call today Classic Plus. And this demand for this type of gameplay experience with World of Warcraft has only grown over the years, especially since 2019, with this recent resurgence, this massive love of Classic WoW that has just enveloped the entire world. The demand for Classic Plus has gotten so big that there are even private servers out there offering a Classic Plus experience that boast massive populations, and you better believe that Blizzard has taken notice. So now, Blizzard is finally giving us their own version of Classic Plus. And as you can imagine, the community is pretty divided on it because, you know, you can't really do Classic Plus right if you think about it. You know, no matter what thing you add to the game, there's gonna be people that are gonna say, no, you should have added this, or maybe you should have done that, or even people saying you shouldn't have done anything at all. You should have just kept Classic WoW completely pure and like not touched it one bit. Really, when it comes to Classic Plus, it's just whatever you want. You know, you're not really gonna win, you're not really gonna lose. It's just roll the dice and see what people think about it. So let me talk about what Blizzard's putting in Classic Plus, and I'm gonna share my opinions on what they're doing. So what's very interesting about Blizzard is, like I said, there are a lot of private servers out there that are offering a Classic Plus experience. Very popular servers too. They're offering new quests, they're offering new dungeons and like new raids and stuff, maybe like some new races and whatnot. Blizzard didn't go down this path actually. We're not getting new races in this new classic Season of Discovery thing. We're not getting new dungeons being added to the game. Instead, we're getting something that no other server has ever done before, be it Blizzard themselves or a private server. So the first thing that we're seeing being added to this Season of Discovery Classic Plus experience is the addition of a thing called rune carving. So from a very early level, you are going to be sent out into the world to discover these runes that are just hidden here, there, and everywhere. Nobody really knows where they are except for Blizzard themselves. And by finding these runes, you will slowly unlock new abilities that you can then enchant onto your armor, giving you new spells and powers. So what do I mean by that? Well, everybody's pretty much familiar with, let's say, Crusader Strike. That's a very popular ability among paladins even today in World of Warcraft. The point is, in classic Season of Discovery, you're going to be able to earn Crusader Strike as an ability by finding the appropriate rune for it hidden out in the world. So yes, you're probably already saying, okay, I see. So what Blizzard's doing is they're bringing these abilities from later expansions and they're bringing them into classic WoW, and they're kind of hiding them throughout the world, and you need to find them. And this is an interesting idea, but on top of that, Blizzard is also adding new spells to the game that have never been seen before that are also going to be hidden around the world. Spells that are really going to shake up how classic World of Warcraft works. For example, you can find a rune that gives you an ability as a warlock called Metamorphosis, and it allows you to become a tank warlock. There are tank mages now, healing rogues, like you name it, like pretty much every class, to my understanding, is going to be able to fulfill the role of either a tank, a healer, or a DPS. And that is like, whoa, like that's new. No one has ever done something like that before, not to my understanding. And as you can imagine, the comments that I have seen from this, right, have been very divided. The primary concern that people have, including myself, is that these are abilities that obviously were not intended for Classic. They don't necessarily belong in Classic, and they're not attuned for Classic, meaning that it's a fair criticism that people are bringing up saying, damn, Blizzard, this Season of Mastery server is gonna be a big frickin' mess to balance. Like, look, damn, like it's gonna be wild. And that's just the first big thing that's coming out with this server. Just wait, we're just getting started. The next thing that Blizzard is doing is they're going to do progressive leveling stages. So instead of just, opening the doors and you just run to 60 as fast as you can, instead, they're going to have a level cap of 25 to start things out. And then later on down the road, they'll add additional levels. Now, why are they doing this? Because what they're going to do is change how endgame works in Classic WoW, where upon hitting level 25, once, Season of Discovery comes out, you're in endgame. Yeah, you're not going to Molten Core or Onyxia's Lair. Blizzard has created a brand new raid based off of the dungeon of Black Fathom Deeps, which is called Black Fathom Deeps. So it's a brand new 10-man raid, brand new loot being added to the dungeon. The bosses have all been updated with new mechanics and stuff. It's a brand new raid for level 25 players in Classic World of Warcraft. Again, I mean, I can't think of any server or whatever that's ever done something like this before. Blizzard is doing something entirely unique and entirely original, something that no player has seen before. That's cool. And maybe it has been done by someone, but I don't know who it is. Anyway, the point is, we're going to get a new raid at level 25, and then later on down the road, Blizzard will up the level cap to level, I don't know, nobody knows right now, but level 35, for example, add another new raid to the game that players can enjoy, so on, so forth, blah, blah, blah. The one thing that I will say about the new raid, though, Blizzard, this is feedback from me, from Nixium. Hear me out, guys. Like, do you agree? Like, leave a comment. Blizzard, you're adding a new raid to the game, but you're not adding new sets. One of the things that players love in Classic WoW is getting the Scarlet Monastery set, right? Who doesn't love getting that SM set? Dude, if you've played Elder Scrolls Online, for example, who doesn't love leveling up in the various zones across Tamriel and getting the sets that are hidden throughout all the leveling zones? Leveling sets are so cool. It's such an awesome thing, and you have a perfect opportunity right now to add a whole new set into the game for leveling that you can get from questing in Ashenvale. Maybe you get some pieces from doing like various quests or something, bracers, boots, whatever. But then in the raid itself, you can get the chest piece, the headpiece. You can create new looking armor. I don't know, Blizzard, new sets. Hear me out. With like cool, spell altering things, not too overpowered compared to like a level 60 set, but new sets. What do you guys think? Now let's talk about Ashenvale. Again, we have Black Fathom Deeps is the new raid, and you can pretty much consider Ashenvale sort of your end game zone, because Ashenvale in Season of Discovery is going to be turned into pretty much a giant world PvP battleground. Everybody knows that when it comes to world PvP, like world PvP is like a staple of the classic World of Warcraft diet. Everybody knows about Terran Mill versus South Shore, the fights over Blackrock Mountain. World PvP and Classic WoW just go hand in hand. And Blizzard sees this, and so they said, well, the new raid is in Ashenvale, might as well turn Ashenvale into a giant frickin' Ultrich Valley style battleground, and that's exactly what they did. In Ashenvale, the Horde and the Alliance, obviously lore-wise, are fighting over, control of resources. The Alliance trying to preserve the Forest of Ashenvale, the Horde trying to cut it down. And this conflict is going to ramp up to whole new heights in Season of Discovery. In this new Classic Plus experience, there are going to be bosses in Ashenvale, a Horde commander, an Alliance commander, both of which that will spawn at certain times, that will have lieutenants that buff them that are scattered across the map. You need to go kill the lieutenants with like your fellow faction buddies, then you weaken the main boss, you can go and kill him or her or whatever. You get a ton of honor for this, you get a ton of reputation, you're able to get PvP gear with this. Ashenvale has become an endgame PvP zone, at least in the very beginning of Season of Discovery. It's Ultrich Valley in Ashenvale. Two things. One, awesome. Two though, Blizzard, what's one of the things that people love about Ultrich Valley? Like in Classic WoW, summoning the bosses, right? Summoning that big ass tree, summoning that big ass rock monster. Dude, Blizzard, now's your chance. Bring it back, dude. Make it so that you can gather people's flesh or whatever the hell the currency is. Ashenvale tokens, I don't freaking care. But then you can go back to your base and you can summon like a frickin', like just like Ultrich Valley, you can summon like riders that will like patrol the road, kill players, whatever. You can summon like frickin' Wind Rider people, I don't know. You can summon a big like, treant thing that'll walk around as like an Alliance, whatever, like protecting the Alliance troops. The Horde, you can summon like a big, elemental, the shamans summon it like out of the frickin' lake in Astronaut. I don't frickin' know. The point is, Blizzard, go big energy with this. Go all out. Don't make it just, commander spawns every now and then. Go kill him. No. Just like Ultrich Valley. You can buy NPCs that'll go out and protect the roads and stuff. Go big energy with this. Such a cool idea. The whole zone's gonna be turned into a giant freaking war zone. You might as well turn it into an even bigger freaking war zone. That's what I think though. Here's my conclusions about this whole Season of Discovery thing. Let me know if I forgot anything down in the comment section below. I said right in the beginning that you really can't do Classic Plus right. You're never gonna please everybody. You're just not. There's always gonna be people that don't want Classic WoW to be touched at all. There's gonna be people that'll have just wanted Blizzard just to add a couple of quests to Classic. No big new features like, turning Ashenvale into Ultrich Valley or something. Nothing like that. By the way, you get a mount in Ashenvale as well. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, dude. But I'll say this. What Blizzard is doing with Season of Discovery, it's not much. They could have added a new race. They could have added more quests. They could have done a lot, really. But what they are doing sounds interesting. It sounds fun. I like the progressive, level cap kind of increasing over time. I made a video recently called How Classic WoW Became the Future of World of Warcraft. You guys should definitely check that out. It's on your screen right now if you're watching this. Blizzard, what you're doing is incredible. I love it. Hopefully you guys love it. I will see you guys in Ashenvale, and you better believe I'm gonna be the guy shouting for the Horde as I'm riding down the road with the army. Get ready, guys. It's gonna be freaking awesome. At least I hope so.